Hey guys, it's Af here. I just wanted to do a quick video, like a really quick video on Metatron and Alexa. I'm pretty sure I might as well cover Yo Jung first, actually, just to get her out of the way. And the reason why I will be using her. Um, yeah, this patch, even though it doesn't seem as much, these are very big changes. Very, very big changes. So you got the revival of one of Soccer Spirits' history best mid laner, and in fact, Alexa is probably probably one of the worst buffs you could ever imagine on a goalkeeper. So I might as well get to it. So Yojung, just a couple of seconds, just go for it. So active critical resistance the entire team. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Rainbow Irie. I don't think I'll be running Alexa in my Whirlwind Light team anymore, just because of the fact that the nerf has just gutted her completely. I will explain why in a moment. Recoveries, HP, and Spirit with an action. Again, that's pretty good. Like, you don't necessarily have to win with this. Let's build her tanky. Max HP of allies on vertical line by 20% and critical resistance by 30%. Solves Irie's HP problem for 20%, so it makes it about 2,700 for me. If I was looking at a rainbow team, probably about 3.2 thousand. 3.2k thousands. Critical resistance by 30%, so I'm looking at a normal crit resistance of 1 silk stack, assuming that silk gets hit without an active, for about 240% critical resistance, excluding Saramir's debuff and EBM. And then it's just passive free makes her tanky, basically. She's like the all-inclusive. I might as well go over Kana as well. This here is like a 70% heal. I hope BB realised this. Yeah, and the defense incoming by 40%. Yeah, I mean, how do I put it? It wasn't amazing on defense, anyways, but it supports the stars tier's argument over emulation. So, yeah, this is a good change for Kerner. Now, so balancing Alexa. So it's been changed to when enemies currently in the assigned position makes a pass. Now, originally I was like, oh yeah, this is a soft nerf. This is a pretty soft nerf. And then I realized how hard of a nerf it was. So any center mid passer, or any passer excluding the front line, means, and they pass to your striker, well, their striker, and your own Alexa, means your Alexa will have no point blank stacks whatsoever. That means you're probably running about 30 DR, 40 DR naturally, which is absolutely, honestly atrocious. The defense is probably going to be set at 600. It's not something fun, especially like we're going to see more Nerazels, to be honest, quite fair. We might even see some Skies with her past buffs. Yeah, this, I understand that they were trying to avoid doing recalls for Alexa, but that's an insane nerf. That is really, really insane. Like, almost anyone can one-hit KO this now. Like, on a normal front as well, you're looking at 1 stack of point blank, so you're looking at about 60 DR. Not fun at all for the Alexa player. If also the accumulation stacks now last for 3 minutes instead of 5, so if you're running a usual light tank mid such as Duke, what's her name? Blindfold woman, I don't remember your name, sorry, and Beth, you know, extremely tanky, very hard to get past. Like, this isn't going to proc much whatsoever, and you're going to be sitting outside of the 3-minute zone in quite a bit, especially if you've got a G-Bro proc. It's going to be so hard to go through that mid line. And I feel bad for any light users who's going to be using Alexa because they've got it worse. Whereas with Rainbows, you can just set up a totem mid, that'll be fine. You know, get your Celestials out, get your Pinels out. And yeah. Unfortunately, that's probably one of the bigger nerfs Alexa could have gotten. So we're looking at Metatron now. Okay. This change is stupid AF. This change is so dumb, and I don't know why they did this. Right. So let's. I'm gonna ignore Devil's Whisper for now. And I'll explain the current situation with her. So, as I'm sure everyone is aware, that Felix has replaced her role as the best centre mid player in the game. Well, it seems to be that BB no longer want her centre mid at all. I mean, you can still run her centre mid, but she's still subpar. So, Angel's Light has been changed so that now it makes a pass when being attacked, or being attacked 2 times. Pardon me, sorry. Right. So this is subpar when you look at it on your own. Initially, I was on the Frost chat and I was like, "Oh damn, this is garbage. Oh no, this is a horrible thing." But then Aware Me was like, "Dude, backline Metatron," and that's when it hit me when it was so broken. Because initially, you're gonna get this pass at the end. Let's say she does manage to go through it all. You're gonna get this pass guaranteed frontline, which is already 1 stack. If you put her opposite the striker, you get another, stack. So this will proc 1 time at least. That with a defender AI, that's actually insane. It's like, yeah, if as long as you've got like a backline that can support itself with like not enough, or with enough defensive stats, because Metatron clearly doesn't have any at all for your backline. But if you can support this backline, this new kit that Metatron has, this is insanely good. Now I'm gonna get over Devil's Whisper. So it was originally decreases enemies' team's action bar by 10% with attack. Now it steals the enemy team's action bar by 10% with an attack. Now there's 11 players in a team. So immediately, she gets 80% of her AB every time she attacks. I don't know what BB was thinking, and this is definitely going to get a nerf or some sort of bug fix. Beer. Yeah, this is... What? So initially I was like, oh yeah, this is also bad because, running a centre mid, when is she going to attack? But now that I see that there's the enemy, she steals the enemy team's action bar 10%, but she doesn't gain 10%, she steals the enemy's action team, like, oh god, no. And, that's the whole enemy team's AB decreased by 10%, and her AB will be increased to 80%. If you put this on with her on the back line, she penetrates through, right? She gets a 80% AB, even if she gets CA'd in the mid, and a 10 or 20% AB minus onto the enemy team. This is insane. Not only that, if she doesn't get the initial steal, she can use her active for another steal, getting a 30% AB advantage to the whole team. This is nuts. Honestly, that's like... that's like having a Beth Ace like every minute. Except better, because obviously Beth doesn't get 80% AB. I meant active, not ace, sorry. But yeah, she will no longer be the queen of midline as stated here, but rather the backline penetrator, which is really, really, really good. Now you could say, oh yeah, Felix will do just as good as Metatron as this. And yeah, initially I was like, yeah, you know, Felix will do as good as this, you know, you know, he has an up to 40% HP here on the whole team, and he has a 20% AB recover. However, Felix does not increase his own action bar by 80%, and this is what I did not see. Oh my gosh. So initially, you're looking at, let's say you get a perfect scenario. So you get a 30% action bar gap with Devil's Whisper. So Metatron uses that active, doesn't manage to steal. Goes for the steal again, gets 20% action bar, penetrates through the midline, which gets 30% decreased action bar. Right? Then we also imagine her best scenario as well with Angel's Light. So she's been attacked, and then she manages to penetrate through, you know, as I said. She then gets a 20% ally HP and a 40% AB difference. And it's like, it's almost like Felix. I mean, Felix obviously is going to heal better, but Metatron can keep doing this over and over and over and over again. Because Devil's Whisper steals the enemy's team's action bar by 10%. Now, if you run this with CI, or Essence of Greed, in fact, no, not Essence of Greed, because there's no point of AB gain with that ability. If you run it with CI, like, no point playing, you're not attacking ever. Alright, so that's my thoughts on this current match. Current patch, not match. Anything else I need to talk about? Yada 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 yada. Oh, hey there, you must be from Fire Emblem, yada 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 yada. Rip, Mr. Catman, love you, Pepper. Young Hee. He's alright, I guess. Increases incoming damage by 30%, yada yada. Co-op defense by 20%, run a because he's Ardor, run a Mark with the Bond, and then a light HP or Ardor DR for 50%. They don't need to reroll whatsoever to get 50% on him. I was seeing him, now I'm looking at it, I'm seeing him more as a yeah, I'm seeing him as more of a midline penetrator than a backline penetrator, but we'll see. I mean, his bits apart. I do like the art. Yeah, that's my thought on the patches. On a brief scenario, basically. On this patch, yeah, Alexa's got a huge gut just because she's so susceptible to one-hit KO now. You definitely need to run a Duran and a Jiho 100% to survive a one-hit KO from anyone but Miri. I think Miri will 100% Alexa. Yeah, those are my thoughts on this patch, so thank you for taking your time to watch this short video. It won't be edited anyway. Very brief. Very tired from work, so I'm not going to be bothering to edit. Right, ciao ciao.